Coucou mes puces. So a couple of you asked for, not a scratchy face, but that's what we have at the moment. A couple of you have asked for a look or a review or whatever, something showcasing this really lovely Tom Ford palette that my amazing friend Charlie sent me in our box swap. I will link Charlie's new channel down in that description box. She is just a very, very sweet friend who I'm so happy is on this platform now. Please go show her some love and support. She's phenomenal, and I know you will love her as much as I do. Well, probably not as much as I do, because I feel like I love her an obnoxious amount, and I don't know if you can come that close. So creepy, maybe a little. Let's talk about this palette, shall we? So this is the number 11 Lavender Lust, and there's a part of like the really organized part of me that loved like the 11 and the double L. The name itself already makes me very happy. The only other palette I've not, haha, itchy face today. The only other palette I own from Tom Ford is the Sahara Haze palette. Is that what it's called? Yes, the numbers, you're right, Sahara Haze. I have a whole video on that one too. It's similar to this one where it's like I sort of talk you through the look I did and talk about the palette. I will link it down below if you want to give it a watch. But yeah, let's talk about Lavender Lust, shall we? So it is what's on my eyes today, and I didn't do a full-on tutorial. I don't know, I just like doing it this way. And yeah, I'm going to show you this and some swatches, and I'll talk you through what I did on my eyes today. So this is the palette itself. It comes in the pretty but fingerprint prone packaging, and then it has the Tom Ford engraving on the front. Inside the box it comes, I store my other one in its box, but inside the box there's that little velveteen pouch if you wanted to keep it in there. And then inside the palette, before you get to the shadows, like on top, is this little insert with these tiny brushes, which are soft enough that you could use, but I don't know. Here, let's show you a close-up of them. The black one, like the black tips, are sponges, and then the white one is the only brush. You can see that. But they're pretty. I never throw them away, but I haven't quite found a way to use them yet. I like my brushes a lot. This is the gorgeous palette with a giant mirror, which is nice and handy. Okay, there we go. So these are the 4 colors, and then I've swatched them on my hand here. So the one on my knuckle is that the one in this quadrant, that purpley color. The one next to it is the one next to it in the palette. It's this like lilac-y color. And the third swatch is this guy up here, which is like a metallic-y, and then this one is that pink shimmer right there. It is what's on my eyes today. I will walk you through what I did just in a minute. Okay, so we were playing with lighting today because it wants to be a pain in the butt. I started with this color right here, and I put that all over my lid. I used a brush that was new to me. It's my 40 brush from NARS. If the review on those brushes that I picked up from NARS is up yet, I will link it down below. Otherwise, it is coming. But to let the cat out of the bag, I really love them. So I use that as an all-over lid color. It is, of the bunch, it's the most powdery. I didn't find that it had fallen or anything. It did blend really nicely. But if I got really close to the mirror, I could see that little powderiness in it. My skin has been a little bit dry recently, so that might be something to do with it. But I found it to be a really, really pretty base, like, lid color. I then took this, like, metallic-y purple one in my crease. Oh my gosh, it's like a really pretty, like, gunmetal-y type of almost color. It's really purple, as you can probably see. I took it on a Bobbi Brown eye blender brush because I wanted a more diffused crease look. It's gorgeous. I love the sort of duochrome-y feel to it. And then I took this darker purple on a 239 from MAC in that outer corner. And this is where the palette earns its high price tag. You have no idea how easily it blended, and how easily it blended with that crease color. Not only are these very high quality pigmented blendable shadows, but they all work together really, really well. So they all blend into each other to create a really flawless look. I really, that one, as soon as I took, usually I'll put a crease color and then I'll go in with my outer corner color, and I've really got to blend to make sure it all blends together. Seamlessly, this guy blended. It was amazing. And then I took that little shimmer. To the touch is a little bit more grainy. I took it first on my 231, that little accent brush from MAC. I took it in my inner corners, and then on my finger I used it almost like a pressed pigment from MAC. I pressed it on to sort of the middle of my eyes to give it just a little bit of sparkle. the final look that I'm hopefully going to show you guys here in a second is the final look using those steps. I also then, I had a purple liner from a limited edition collection from Math Row on there, just for something a little bit different or a little bit extra. So yeah, that is the look. I will say that yes, these palettes are about the $80 range, but there is a reason. Like, they're just beautiful. They complement each other so well. I'm grateful I don't have a Tom Ford counter close by, because I would probably like rush out and buy another 4 of them. Really, really pretty. If you are looking for a purple palette, Lavender Lust is lovely. I will say that it leans more on the pinky purple shades than sort of on the bluish purple shades. If that makes sense, it's just a lot more pink toned. So I feel like even if you just used these 3 guys and a different color here, you would get a very almost pink toned look. So yeah, definitely if you're in the market, this one is not one of the neutral ones. So if you're sort of maybe getting into them, and if you don't use a lot of color on your eyes, maybe go with one of the neutral palettes from Tom Ford. But this one, if you have, I feel like if you have green eyes, brown eye, purples are pretty, I just find. And they're just a little bit something different, and these guys are lovely. I cannot say any bad things about it. Tom Ford strikes again, in a good way though, like not like the cat burglar kind of way. My jokes fail because I cannot pronounce things. The other thing that Charlie got me from Tom Ford that I was going to show you at the same time is this, what do they call it? Lip Shimmer. Oh, it is a lip shimmer. Haha. In Solar Gold. I've not been using it as a lip product, which is why, but you totally could. So it comes in the Tom Ford packaging. So their normal lipsticks are in the black packaging. This one's in the white because it was part of the summer collection. If I can still, it was limited edition, part of the summer collection. If I can still find a link to it, I will put it down below. But I think this is actually supposed to be used on your lips. It comes in a rounded top though, and so the way I've been using it is as a highlighter. So it is what I have on today. And I wouldn't say it's a subtle highlighter. Like as you can see, sort of that shininess. It does go on a little bit tacky. I know it is meant for your lips, so obviously that will be why it goes on a little tacky. But I feel like it dries down super quickly, and it gives, because of its color that you can see is like yellowy orange, it gives like a nice sun-kissed look to the face. I have not used it on the lips. I'm sure you could and it would look nice. Let's do a swatch. But I love, love, love the way that it looks on my cheeks. And so it's got the Tom Ford, here, let's show you. So it's got that Tom Ford logo on it, and there's the swatch. Just really, really pretty, I find. And yeah, it's what's on my cheeks today, like I said. So yeah, that is the look that I created with this palette. Thank you again so much, my sweet Charlie. This was such a treat to get, and it's been such a treat to work with. So that is it for this little demo slash review. Maybe we just call it a product rave and leave it at that. But yeah, I've really been enjoying playing with this palette. Let me know if you guys have this one and what kind of fun looks you create, or tag me on Instagram and pictures you create with this palette if you have it, or which are your other Tom Ford palettes that you have been really loving. And yeah, let's leave it at that. I'm going to do some points of positivity and then we'll be done for the day. My first point of positivity, I can't stop looking at this makeup. I didn't have time to do any eye makeup today, and so I sat down to film and did this right before I sat down, and it's just changing my mood entirely. I've had these talks with you guys where it's like great makeup can change your moods, and this was the kind of day it was today. I just love how it turned out. It's making me really happy. They were so fun to work with, and it's just completely making me incredibly happy. My second point of positivity is something sort of simple. I've talked to you guys in my lipstick collection video about my Guerlain Tonka Impérial, that perfume that I have. I'll link the perfume collection video down below, but it's so expensive that I sort of savor it for special occasions. But today was one of those days when I needed a boost of something this morning. Like happiness, something. And so I sprayed it on, and it's just every time I would, it's lovely because it lasts on me such a long time, but I loved it because every time I would catch like a whiff of myself, does that sound weird? I would just, it was phenomenal. It made me really happy and smile and feel warm and cozy. And it's been super cold and snowy. So that's definitely my second point of positivity. And my third point of positivity is getting to catch up on some comments from you guys today. You always leave me the sweetest comments, and I so, so, so appreciate them. that is it for me today. I want to send you a great big hug, wish you a phenomenal day, and as always, want to remind you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys!